guys, Hi Yellow, I got our beer video today, but before we get into the beer, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, you like what you see, you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, that bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get into the beer. I got another Pfriem beer today, so I failed at the week of Pfriem. I got up to, I think, 5 days, and then I got really busy, so I wasn't able to complete out the 2 days. But today I have their maple barley wine. And this comes in at 11.4% ABV. It's 2020 vintage, and it was barrel aged for 12 months. Yeah, I mean, you can't see out the window, but it is very crappy today. It's been very crappy lately, and it's going to continue to be crappy. I think our high this week is 36, 35. So yeah, it's still pretty crappy. Just give you guys a quick peek at the back of the bottle there. Let's get this into a glass, see what it looks like, smells like, and tastes like. So yeah, since it's crappy out and I have plenty of Pfriem beers and they're all barrel aged, I figured let's just drink some more Pfriem. I mean, I can't get tired of these beers, man. They're all so unique, and I tried to get ahead on that. And I cannot get one to form. I guess I should have poured a little harder, but if it did form ahead, it looks like it would be a very light sand color, and it honestly probably would have dissipated fairly quickly. The beer itself, putting it away from the light, I kind of saw it on top. It was like a really dark brown color, but putting it away from the light, it's basically a jet black color. Put it to the light, actually, surprisingly, it's still very dark. You can tell there's a little haloing around there, the glass there, where it's a very dark brown, deep dark brown with a tint of red to it. Looking from the top, it doesn't look like anything from the side at all. From the top, I can tell it's a very dark brown with that little bit of mahogany. Let's get the aroma. Oh man, it smells pretty damn sweet. It smells like maple syrup on the nose. Maybe a touch of funkiness, a little bit of, I would say, like mushroomy aroma. Okay, chocolate. I get a lot of milk chocolate, toffee, caramel, maple syrup, all those sweet things, man, the things that smell amazing, especially in cookies. Yeah, it smells like a dessert beer. But then again, a barley wine, I mean, for the most part, barley wines are very malty and sweet. So, I mean, I kind of expected that going in, especially with maple. I really expected to be a very sweet but delicious, hopefully not too sweet, so it doesn't fall into the category of like a dessert beer, but I feel like this is going to fall into that category just because of the maple, and hopefully with some alcohol presence too, because you know how I feel about having alcohol presence in large ABV beers, especially ones that are barrel aged. And this was barrel aged for a year, so let's get to it. Cheers. Oh yeah. Okay. So my sniffer isn't working 100%. I don't know why it does this when I go to record, but I've been come down with something and then it goes away and it comes back. I don't know. Anyways, this is not as sweet as I thought, and this is kind of what I was hoping initially when I said, I hope it's not too sweet where it's a dessert beer. It is sweet on the aroma, very sweet on the aroma, but not as sweet on the palate. Yeah. I'm going to say perfect amount of sweetness. There's a little bit of herbaceousness, medicinal herbaceousness as well in there. So it's not just malty syrup, maple syrup flavors, right? So there's quite a bit of complexity to it, in my opinion. It definitely has that forest floor, and when I say forest floor, I mean if you just went in the forest, the woods, whatever, picked up a handful, 2 handfuls of whatever, blended it up in water, boiled it in water, whatever, made a drink out of it. I feel like that's what this tastes like. Like, I've never done that before. I'm just saying, like, all these vegetable things that you find on the floor, the ground of forest or something, or the woods, like I just feel like this is what it would taste like. Like, it's just herbaceous, it's funky, it's oaky, it's woody. It has, yeah, it just has these weird elements in the beer. Definitely taste the maple, man. Maple's great. Not overpowering. It's more like watered down maple syrup. You definitely get the maple flavor, which is nice. It comes through really nicely, but it's not overpowering. You get the oakiness from the barrel aging. You get slight caramel. I wouldn't even say slight. It's just caramel. Let's just call it caramel. Chocolate, just a hint. I would say a touch of milk chocolate. And then it's that herbaceous medicinal flavor, and I say herbaceous medicinal in the best possible way. It is not off-putting or anything like that. It's pleasant. It's another element. It's another complexity to the beer, and it just makes it very enjoyable. Mouthfeel, water consistency, nothing crazy there at all, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything from this beer. I feel like the flavors are rich enough and are present and dominant enough that it just doesn't make me feel like I need more from the body of this beer. Would it be better if it had more of a thicker body, thicker consistency? Sure, I suppose, but I honestly like it how it is now. I just don't feel like it's missing that full body element, right? It's just, yeah, I just very enjoyable beer. I'm not getting as much of an alcohol presence as I thought I would. At 11.4% ABV, I completely expected it to be more boozy, but this is on the lighter side of the booziness. It's very, very subtle, and that may be good for some. I'm okay with it. I expected more of this booze to come through, but I'm not mad at it. It's still a very, very delicious barley wine, man, and I feel like they blended the perfect ingredients and the perfect flavors in this beer. Everything is very well balanced. It's just nothing is too crazy overpowering. The maple sweetness definitely balances out the herbaceous medicinal flavor very, very well, and just everything else just flows very, very nicely. Anyways, man, that is Pfriem's maple barley wine aged in oak barrels or bourbon barrels. What, bourbon barrels? It just, honestly, it doesn't say. It just says barrel aged. So, but there's definitely oakiness in here. So it was aged for 12 months. 11.4% ABV. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments or questions, leave them below. And as always, dream big dreams and believe all things possible. Thanks for watching. Cheers.